In our closest relationships, we are going to occasionally hurt each other's feelings, and it's really important that we communicate those, because that is how you start the process of forgiveness and repair. But a lot of times we avoid that, and I want to cover the reasons that we might avoid or at least minimize our hurt feelings, and how it really works against us to choose that option. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I'm on a mission to eradicate loneliness. And I think we can do this one relationship at a time, and even on a micro level, one set of hurt feelings at a time. Because when we have hurt feelings, we separate emotionally from someone else, and that creates loneliness. So let's just say you had an exchange with someone in your life who you're very close to, a spouse, a child, whatever, best friend. And it turned into an argument, and the other person said some very hurtful things during that argument. Now, you've got two options. One is to go to that person, talk about your hurt feelings, and talk yourselves through the repair process. The other option is to either not bring it up at all or minimize your experience of it. And we do that as a protective measure, but we don't get the results that we think we want. So let's break down some of the reasons we might pick that option. One is that we fear disconnection. We're afraid if we come to them and say, my feelings were hurt when you said those things in that argument, that they're going to attack, they're going to walk away, give us the silent treatment, leave us, at the extreme. And we don't want that disconnection. And so we go, oh, it's fine. We'll just put that over there and not bring that back. We'll tell ourselves a story of, they were just stressed, or they were having a bad day, or they didn't mean it. So we minimize the experience, and we think that is to keep us connected. But what kind of connection do we really have if we are not showing up honestly and authentically in our relationships? It's not a deep, meaningful connection. When I hear from people that we never disagree about anything, we never have any conflict, to me, that says that probably when feelings get hurt, they're not discussed. And then this deeper level of intimacy cannot occur. It's when we talk about, what kinds of things you do that hurt me and what kind of things I do that hurt you, that we learn things about each other and we deepen our connection. So it may appear we're still connected, but it's not that deeper connection that we want. It's not the authentic connection that we want. So that might be one reason that we pick that path. Another one is that we're really uncomfortable with conversations about our hurt feelings. And all that stuff goes back to childhood, but whatever. All you have to worry about is right now. If I'm really uncomfortable, I might push something down. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to feel those feelings. I don't want to talk about those feelings. But the problem is that it's not going away, okay? It's kind of like if an athlete gets hurt in a game and then they wrap up the injury and then get them back in the game really fast. That's fine for a while, but that is not healed. That wound is not healed yet. Unless you really, go through the process of repair, you're not going to heal those things. And so we think we're avoiding those difficult emotions, but something else is going to come around in the future that's similar, and all of a sudden we have this really intense reaction, and it's because it didn't go away. It didn't get healed. We didn't truly repair, or it comes out sideways. We have a conversation about some unrelated matter, and everybody gets really intense, and it's because this other thing was not handled. So that is just temporary, and it works against us because we're going to end up either feeling those difficult things later, or distance is going to happen in this relationship just because we put up walls when we have hurt feelings that we haven't dealt with. A third way we might not, or why we might pick this pathway, is that we don't trust ourselves. Over time, enough people have said to us, No, it didn't happen that way. No, I did not say that. No, your feelings are incorrect, or no, that we started going, oh, maybe I don't accurately remember the way things happened. Maybe I should second guess myself or undermine myself or, assume I'm in the wrong. The problem with that is that you have to be able to trust yourself and trust your experience in order to have a really authentic relationship with someone else. You have to believe your own feelings. They're real. And like I said, it's a missed opportunity if you don't acknowledge them and then work on healing them. Forgiveness requires us first to tell the truth to ourselves so that we validate our experience. And then if it's someone we're really close to, tell them, because this is that as soon as you first do that reporting, now you can talk about apologies and you can talk about forgiveness. And forgiveness usually comes with boundaries. So, you can talk about that. But this is the first step. And by picking the pathway, for whatever reason we pick it, of not sharing our hurt feelings, we don't start that process and we lose that chance to be close to someone, more deeply close with someone, more intimate with somebody. We lose that chance to understand each other on a way more meaningful level. And it's hard. Nobody wants to talk about their hurt feelings. Well, some people are great at it. I'm not. Nobody wants to talk about their hurt feelings, but if we think about it as an important mechanism for building more intimacy, more emotional intimacy, then it becomes kind of important. And it all starts with not minimizing our experience, but being able to say, these are my feelings. They are real and they are important, and we need to talk about them so we can begin repair. If you are not a subscriber to this channel, please subscribe now. Leave your comments if you have one, and make sure you get on my email list, because I have a book about forgiveness coming out later this year, and I will be giving updates in all of those places. In the meantime, I urge you to know that your experience is real. Your feelings are true. They're all important. They're giving you indicators to move you toward communication and more closeness. And I wish you emotionally intimate relationships in all of your important ones. I will see you next time.